Okay, listen. Let's get into what the poem was about. This poem was about a simpler time, right? A simpler time. Boom boxes, two finger rings, triple fat goose, Eric B. and Rakim, Trading Places movie. It was a simpler time. A time when many of us were younger and we did not have to worry about things like bills, what to make for dinner. You know, it was our childhood. You know, this poem was like making a phone call on a payphone to back then, right? Because my mama used to say they're going to go away. And you know that song, Mama used to say, take your time, young man. My mother used to always play that song, and I still was being sassy and being too grown. But she was right. Those times will go away. That was the time back when we did not have to worry about nothing like going to work or how to feed the kids or, you know, we just wanted to make sure that we were having fun. We didn't worry about doing so much overtime to make enough money to pay the bills and feed the kids. We didn't worry about that. So I wrote this poem in conjunction to how it was back then for me, right? That time when hip-hop was just hip-hop. It wasn't subliminal, you know, giving you bad information and miseducating you and wanting you to do something bad. It was completely different. Hip-hop told a story, right? It didn't miseducate you. All right, it was a time when we wore what our parents could afford. We didn't try to go and overspend and outdo everybody because we really didn't have it, and we didn't commit crimes to go and get the stuff we didn't have. Some of us, because many did. But, you know, it was a good time. Teenage years, you know, you wore your Adidas, you know, and for me, you know, before I was a teenager, I had big sisters and brothers. They were rocking Adidas. I had to wear the Skippies. My mother wasn't buying my little tail no Adidas. But when school time came and Easter came, I was fresh. I was fresh and fly. I had some Adidas. I had a couple of Reeboks in them. You know, those little things. It was a different time, right? Then, as I began to get older, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I stayed fresh to death because I was working. I took little jobs and stuff like that to buy all of those name brand clothes that my mother was not trying to spend her money on. So, you know, it was a good time. And that's when we had block parties or, you know, it was a lot of cookouts and, you know, you would go there and do your little 1-2 step, you know, meet your friends. You know, those summer times when somebody came through with the big radio and chilled on the stoop. You know, in the South, you guys call it the porch. But up north, we call it the stoop. And that radio will play all of the hit songs, okay? So you had so many different things to do as a kid. You know, some of us would be doing some of the latest dances. Others would be trying to sing the song. That probably was me. And everybody else was gossiping about what was going on in the neighborhood, right? Everybody knew everybody's business because, you know, I grew up in a neighborhood where all the parents, all the kids pretty much went to the same schools. Except when we got in high school, you know, we started going to different high schools. But it was a time when you walked to the payphone to call your favorite person, right? I remember when mom and them didn't allow us to use that phone at home, right? But the payphone had a phone number. So you can have your friends schedule a time to call you on the payphones and be on that payphone. And if anybody was on that payphone, you probably was reckless checking them. I'm expecting it. That was going down in Brooklyn. It was going down. You was going to save that quarter just so somebody could call you on that phone, right? And also, when I had a little boyfriend back then, man, I used to go give me a quart of water and get on that payphone and be talking to that boy. How you doing? You cute. Back in the day, we don't have that no more. It's all about the cell phone, all right? And the radiation that come with it that they don't tell you about. The cell phones give you radiation with a payphone. You just talk for whatever time. And if that quarter ran out, they knew the number. They called you back. My mother was not trying to have me on that phone. She was clicking on the other line and straight back at you. Get off my phone. You know what I'm saying? So you had that quarter water, and you got on that payphone, and you just kept talking. All right? And then you could kind of curse, because I couldn't curse growing up. But back then, I could curse on the payphone, because mommy ain't outside on the corner on the payphone. She in the house on the phone. Right? And ain't nobody, none of my aunts and was walking by you on the payphone. Right? Everybody was driving, doing their own thing. So I cursed when I was on the phone with my little friends and my little boyfriend. Yeah, I said little words. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good time. All right? It was a time that has been taken away, and today's children will never get that experience. So that's what this poem was about. Just a little tribute to how things were back then, right? Because social media has made it where everything is a rush. Everything is a rush. I think kids will no longer get to learn what's coming because they already get it when it arrives, right? It's all up in their face. Childhood used to be meant to enjoy, and now childhood is rushed because so much exposure on social media. In fact, Australia just changed the law. They changed the law and made it where if you are 16 and younger, you cannot get access to social media. I kind of think that's all right. Now, I know the kids will probably be mad that I'm saying that, but the reality is if you don't want your kids to grow up so fast, I think that's kind of okay, right? The things that you want them to learn back then, you taught them gradually, whereas today, you don't have to teach them because they can simply go on their phone, click social media, and learn stuff that you never even fathomed that they will learn at certain ages, but they learn it, right? So I grew up with those memories in my urban community. Back when today was a good day, like Ice Cube used to say, right? Because them summer days used to be good. You go to the block parties, you got on your little booty shorts. We was doing the butt, you know what I'm saying? Had my little Reeboks on, my little crew. I had my door knockers, big truck jewelries, and I was chilling. But now we all grown, and we got to worry about the very things that Mama and them said, we're going to lose that era and be in this era, and we're here. So, got some classics on here. I used some classics in this poem to bring you listeners back to the time that I spoke about tonight in this poetry. And the music was popping back then, the classics. So I wanted to kind of bring that back. That's what this was about, guys. End of the poetry, end of the night. Sing them for dinner with your girlfriend. And no, I'll never know the lyrics. I don't care. I don't care.